Hi, Darlene. This is Vint. I might have met you downstairs when I worked in IT, but now I am. Oh, I know I've met you. What am I talking about? Um, but now I'm upstairs working with Mike Hart as an e-learning support specialist, and he forwarded an email you had sent that you were, and it was claimed that you were having some trouble with looking at your tests and the normal view. Um, so I'm not sure what you meant exactly, but I can show you um, some of the most common ways to make tests available and set some rules on them. And that's what the purpose of this video is. If it's anything, if it isn't covered in this video, if your issue is completely different, just let me know and shoot me an email, and I can troubleshoot it with you from there. But this is kind of the most common area where tests kind of can get hidden or not shown, or and I can show you how to make it so that they are available to your students, and then you can go and edit them as well. So to to open up the tests, because I see some of them are hidden, so we'll start with that. So come here, you right click, or I'm sorry, left click, and then it brings you down this list here. So edit the test will actually edit the back end of the test. I have checked this before. Everything looked normal on the back end. If that is your issue, again, let me know and I can troubleshoot it, but I'm just going to go with what I think is the most common thing that might be problematic for you. So I'm going to say edit the test options, and what that will do is that will allow you to not set anything with the questions of the test per se, but the test as an overall entity, so you can set some rules on when the test is available, how many submissions students get, things of that nature. So as you can see, the link is available, but it has a rule on it. So the rule, I don't know if you saw in the previous screen, but it's a display rule. So I'm just going to take a note of this real quick. I'm just going to screenshot it so I can know when to put it back, so I'm not modifying anything for you that could potentially be wrong. But I'll let you. I'll show you this, and then if you want me to change out this information, I will. I just need you to verify it, but I will show you how to make them appear at least. So with that rule in place, this test will not. With this rule in place, this test will not show because it is past the display date, which is different from the due date, and it looks like this is going to need to be updated, but this is where you would update this. So it needs to be current or no due date at all. I'm just going to hop onto my other screen here and save that just so I can turn it off and I won't break anything for you. So hold on one moment, please. Okay, so I saved the test options as far as when the test is displayed, and now I will I'll take a screenshot of this too, just so I know. In case something does get broken, I can roll back and fix it for you. I'm just going to check my own screen here, make sure that they are there. And it looks like those are there. Okay, cool. Alright, back to the task at hand. So, I'm just going to turn this off right now, because this also has an option too. Just do not allow students to start the test if the due date is passed. So obviously it is after the due date because it is not 2016 anymore. So I'm just going to take that out. And I'll actually, if you want me to open this up for you, I will. just again, let me know. I am going to just leave that I actually decided I will leave that due date option open. It doesn't make any sense to have it back to 2016. So if you want to put a current one in there, either you can do it yourself or let me know and I'll do that for you. So this should have no restrictions now. And now it's available for a student to take it. And I'm just going to go and just check to see how these ones work by going into student preview, which you can do as well if you needed to. It's in the top right here. And select. And I go to course content, pretending to be a student. You see the only ones that are available, you saw many more of them, the only ones that are actually available are chapter 1 and 2. So I'll just start with chapter 2. This isn't going to have this will have no, when I leave here, this will have no impact on your actual grades, so don't worry about me cluttering it up. So it looks like this test is live, and it looks like it works. I'm just going to select some random numbers here, or random questions, and I'll just save and submit. So I missed all those. Oops. And I did really awful. I got like 6 out of, almost 7 points out of 100. Ouch. And then I exit the preview. And I'll just delete my preview user so it doesn't show up in your grade book. So before I gave you kind of just how to open it in the meantime, I'll go over some other general settings with you in the test. And again, reach out to me by email if I'm not hitting any of the points. But so like if we go and look at chapter 2, which is the one I opened, the other options that we have are, and if you get confused, because these confused me a little bit too, or these just confused me a little bit, some of these options. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. But again, so just a quick recap, the test availability, if there are no other rules as far as due dates or display dates, this link will be available forever, essentially, if you have yes selected. So that's just this is all relating to test availability. Multiple attempts, you can select, if you wanted 3 attempts, you can do that. There, that's where you set that, and then you can say graded by the highest or the last or lowest. There's that. Forced completion means that the test has to be completed in one sitting. That could be problematic. I'm going to leave it because it was set there before. The reason it could be problematic is if a user has trouble with, say, like a computer or internet problem, it's going to force that test to be done all at once. So if it'll basically with the auto submit, it'll submit the whole test regardless of if there are problems with it or not after the forced completion. So that could be a problematic. Let me know if you want me to change that. And then this is that display again. And these are basically, you can add specific rules to users or students in your course if you need to make any sort of ADA accommodations or anything. There's that. And then due date again is when it's due. This just goes to show you if self-assessment options shows you if it's going to be put in the grade center, and some options with that. And then these are how feedback is gauged. And if you have any specific questions on these, again, don't hesitate to email me. And then test presentation is going to just have all the questions at once, or you can present one question at a time, and you can prohibit backtracking. Randomized questions basically is a way to break up the test, and so that no same user will have the same one, in theory. So So that's an overview of the test options. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. My email address is vwhitcomb@smccme.edu, but I'm also sending this out in email, so you'll have that address. Sorry for the long video, but have a nice day, and I hope this helped. Bye.